Yes, sir. I'm over here, NPA. I'm headed to New York. GPS got me taking this way, so hopefully it's the right way. Damn, look at that view, man. Wow. Look how beautiful that looks. It's crazy. Oh, man. Yeah, so I finally got my CDL. And, man, this is my first solo trip. And I'm delivering alcohol. Delivering beer. 46,000 pounds of it. To New York. So, upstate New York to be exact. Luckily, it's not the city. Even though that's where I'm from, where I'm born, and I love it. Yeah, I'm not trying to drive one of these on it. But yep, this is it. It's not bad. So far, so good. I mean, it's a beautiful day. So I hooked up to this trailer, and you know, it was a busy morning because it's my first solo trip, and I just got this truck. So what happened was, I had to bring everything in the truck, man. My microwave, my bed sheets for the bed, all these things I had to get. And so because of that, it took like 2 hours, man, just to load up the whole truck. I had to do all that, and I had to walk back and forth from my car to the truck, and then I went inside to ask for a dolly. Because I'm carrying cases of water, I'm carrying my microwave, I mean, you know, you name it. Damn, look at that view. So, it took like 2 hours. Finally, I got that set up. I had to pre-trip the truck. And, you know, after all that was said and done, then that's when I went in and started getting my things ready. And then I connected to this trailer because it was already in the yard at my terminal. It's already preloaded. So I went and connected to it. I had to make sure that I was done right because this is my first time doing everything alone. You know, I was with a mentor for 2 weeks, and you know, you're doing everything with the mentor, so he's there to hold your hand, you know what I mean, and let you know, hey, you know what you're doing. So like, I basically had to figure it out on my own. I'm not gonna lie, I called them up. So yeah, connected to the trailer, and he told me to go weigh this thing. So I went out and I weighed it at a weigh station. You know, it's illegal to have over 80,000 pounds, so you got to weigh it right, and you know, you got to basically fix the truck right according to the weight. But it's like the frame underneath the truck is called a tandems, so you got to fix that, you know, basically where you're putting that the trailer wheels. But the weight is good. My tandems are set right. So, you know, I went and scaled it. That was my first scale by myself. I went and parked it at a truck stop by myself. So it's totally different when you don't have the mentor. It's totally different. So I'm like, man, you know, this is my first delivery on my own. I'm a newbie, rookie, whatever you want to call it, solo driver. Yep. So this is it, man. This is it. So like, yeah, I'm just doing it all on my own, man. Like I said, I parked that truck on my own. I went in there, I weighed the truck, got my scale ticket, you know. So yeah, man, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was nerve-wracking. I'm not gonna lie. So this tablet that Swift gives you, it's supposed to be set up for truck routes only. And I'm already going too fast right here. Look at that. They changed the speed limit to 25. So yeah, it's supposed to be for trucks only. I'm trusting it. I don't have my own GPS yet, but I will. So yeah. So this being my very first delivery, I have to, damn man, this is a nice little town, man. I've never been here before. Look at this guy. Oh, so slow your roll, Big Pun, slow your roll. So this being my first delivery, it doesn't have to be delivered until tomorrow at 7:30, and it's a set appointment. It's a live unload, so that's a set appointment right there. So because of that, I'm only, right here it says it, 2 hours and 59 minutes away. So obviously I can't go there because it's not set until tomorrow at 7:30 in the morning. So because of that, I'm gonna just drive towards there and stop at a truck stop. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm still going way too fast. So I'm gonna stop at a truck stop and then shut it down for the day. So it's already 1 o'clock, 2 hours away. I should get to a truck stop at a very decent time, but these truck stops, man, they get filled quick, man, I'm telling you. But yeah, so far, man, like it's going good. Well, oh man, look at that. I gotta turn left. All the lights are red. So yeah, man, I got my CDL. That was a whole crazy story too, because man, that was a mission, I'm telling you. So I got my CDL, right? I got it through Swift. I spent 5 weeks at the academy. They paid for the hotel and everything, and they'll pay for you for your bus trip or your plane ticket. But I drove my own car. Went over there, 5 weeks at a hotel. The only thing is that you had to come up with food, and the real bad thing was that you didn't get paid for those 5 weeks of CDL training. So, I'm not gonna lie, dipping into your savings and all that, or whatever you got left, like, man, and then you still got to pay bills. Yeah, it was a sacrifice, but I made it through, did the 5 weeks, and passed my CDL on the first try. I'm making it sound real easy, like if it was real quick, but it wasn't. But yeah, learning how to drive one of these things, man, like, you gotta be careful. You gotta look up, pay attention, look at the mirrors. There we go, we are cleared. All right, so I gotta take 78 in a mile, about 2 miles. So I'm gonna jump in the left lane. We're clear. So this is my first time doing any of this alone. You go through the academy, you go, and then they sent me to Top Gun Academy. So you going through all of that, right? And the whole time you have somebody with you, whether it's your classmates or your instructor, you got somebody with you the whole time. So because of that, it's totally different than when you're on your own. When you're on your own, man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous as hell. This is so nerve-wracking. But yeah, I'm doing it. Taking this beer to New York. People gotta drink. And tomorrow's Friday. So yeah, man, this is an adventure right here. My first trip to New York, man, who would have thought? 50 miles per hour. I'm doing 48. Swift is really big on safety, so these trucks are governed at 63 miles per hour. I can't go any faster than that. And they have following distance and all that good stuff, man. So yeah, man. All right, so it wants me to take Allentown East. It's kind of funky too, the way it looks right there. It's kind of funky. All right, so here it is. I'm about to get on the highway. This is crazy. All right, there we go. See other trucks out there. This is it. I mean, I've done this a million times already, but like I said, when you're doing this by yourself, it's a totally different story. Totally different. thank you. He turned. He switched lanes. Thank you. All right. Okay. All right, so I'm here for 43 miles. All right. I'm carrying a lot of weight on me, so even though I got my foot all the way down the gas, I'm only doing 54. The truck is taking so long to speed up because I got a lot of weight on me. Yep. We are on our way. So yeah, the Swift training, I did 5 weeks at the academy. After that, since I scored so high or whatever, they put me on Top Gun. So they saw that I scored high, but basically what that was is like, okay, we could get him on the road sooner, because normally you gotta stay with a mentor for 4 to 6 weeks. So because I scored so high, they sent me to Top Gun for additional training, and that was a week. Because of that, I was able to only be with a mentor for 2 weeks. So that's what happened. So I went, I went to Top Gun after the 5 week training at the academy. I went to Top Gun for a week in Virginia. The training for the academy was in Columbus, Ohio. So I was in Ohio for 5 weeks, and that was an adventure. Then I went to Virginia for a week for Top Gun. That was a week. I had a really good instructor over there. I had good instructors too at in Ohio. Really good people. And everybody's been really good, actually. So then after that, then I had to go back to Ohio and meet up with the mentor and I was out with him for 2 weeks. And he was real good. So like, so far my experience has been great. And you just got to pay attention to everything he's teaching you and all that stuff. And yeah, so far like the experience has been good. And yeah, just out here doing it now. So after my 2 weeks with the mentor, that was it. I was done. And I went back to Swift, and I upgraded. So basically they test you out again, making sure you know what you're doing, and blah blah blah. So you do that, and then they say you're good to go, and they have you choose your truck. They gave me 3 trucks to choose from, and I chose this truck right here, and that was it. So then I went back home for like 5 days, because I hadn't been home in a long time. So I went back home for 5 days, and yeah, now I'm back, and this is my first day out solo, and it is nerve-wracking, man. So this delivery does not have to be delivered until tomorrow at 7:30 in the morning. So because of that, I gotta back off this guy right here, man, because the Swift trucks, if I don't have like a 4 to 6 second or 6 to 8 seconds following distance, this thing's gonna start beeping. So I gotta back up and slow down when somebody gets in front of me like that. So if you ever see a Swift truck and they keep slowing down and we're on the right lane, yeah. But anyway, this load doesn't have to be delivered until tomorrow at 7:30. So because of that, I'm just gonna drive on the way there. I'm trying to get closer to there, and then I'm gonna find a truck stop around there and shut down for the day, or a rest stop, whatever I can find. But it's 1:10 right now. I should get there at a decent time, like for a truck stop where there should be a spot, man. But that's a whole nother story right there, because I did park at a truck stop today, but that's because it was 2 spaces together, empty spaces back to back, so I felt confident enough. Whereas if it's just 1 space by itself, oh my gosh, man, it's so nerve-wracking, man. Again, I no longer have the mentor, so I gotta do everything myself. So this stuff can get scary, man. But let's see what happens, man. We're on our way to a truck stop. Good morning. It is the next day, and oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired, man. All right, so the delivery is right around the corner, but the place doesn't open until 7 because I Googled it. And my drop-off time is at 7:30, so it's literally right around the corner. It's like, you can see right here. Bam, right there in the corner. And I have my phone right here too, showing basically where it's at, what the building looks like, you know, what entrance to take, because I've never been there before. But yeah, it's early the next day, and I have to just wait here about a couple more minutes, and then just, you know, head on in there. But man, let me tell you, yeah, so yesterday I realized that as I'm driving on the highway, right, I was recording, I'm driving, and then I look around and I realized I didn't have an Easy Pass. They didn't give me one. You know, I thought that these trucks were gonna be, you know, 100% ready. That's not been the case at all. So I had to turn, luckily I was only out 30 minutes, so I had to turn back around to the terminal and like resolve all the issues. So basically, they had no spare Easy Pass to give me. They're gonna order me one. It's not gonna get to the terminal until Tuesday. But they said just go on ahead and go through the Easy Passes right now. I guess they'll just take a picture of the license plate and send the bill to Swift. But they said that if I have to pay, that they'll reimburse me. Just keep the receipts or whatever. So I was like, all right, cool. So I'll deal with that. The only problem is that sometimes, you know, it's like a transponder they give you. It's like, you know, Easy Pass plus a transponder. Basically, you know, it beeps, or if it has like a light that turns green or red to tell you whether or not you got to pull into a weigh station. Because like I said, it's illegal to carry over 80,000 pounds, so you have to make sure your truck is right. And yeah, so that thing turns on and off whether or not you have to go into the weigh station. So because I don't have that, I don't have the transponder, I have to pretty much go into every weigh station, unless my tablet tells me otherwise. Unless it tells me I could bypass it, then I'm good. But if the tablet doesn't say nothing and the weigh station's open, yeah, I gotta go in. I gotta go in there. So yep, that's it right now. Let's see what happens. All right, so we got the load done. My first delivery, a success. Let's go. We got it done, man. It was a little nerve-wracking, not gonna lie. And like, I had to like situate myself because all these places, it's right over there. It was a beer distributor. Funny thing too, I just found out that my uncle used to get his beer from here in the grocery store. So I just delivered right there. And you have to park like in the back over there when you first get in here, and then they walk out to you and they tell you, you know, you give them the paperwork, and they tell you, they come back out and tell you when it's ready to go and back up into a dock. But backing up over there, I was all the way in the back, and this guy in front of me, he was parked up back there. So I started backing up, and I guess I got a little close to his comfort. So he started beeping the horn or whatever, like, you know, not aggressively, but, you know, he was like just letting me know. I was like, oh, no, you know, I see you, man. But, you know, I guess you could just tell when somebody's new. So he got a little scared, but, you know, I moved up and, you know, I straightened myself out. I backed up and, you know, I apologized to him, and I was like, you know, my bad, man. You know, it's, you know, literally like my first day. And he said, no, you're good. You were just kind of close. And I was like, yeah, you know, so. But he was all right. He was cool about it. And then I ended up being right next to him when we backed up on the docks. So, yeah, man. Opening that door, because I got pretty much the same trailer, Swift. Opening that door, the two handles right there. Man, I completely forgot. I'm thinking it's like this, like the left side with just the one handle. So I started opening the door. just messing with the one handle, completely disregarding and not noticing the handle on the right. So he was like this through his window. He was like, yo, get the other one, get both of them. I was like, oh, I didn't even realize it was, man, literally my first time. Like I said, when you're with a mentor, it is different, man, because he's holding your hand, he's walking out with you, you know, he's seeing everything, overseeing everything. So when you're by yourself, man, that's it, man. You're by yourself. But yeah, they unloaded me, and we got done. And then I had to come back out here and park, so I parked right behind him. You can see I'm a little crooked. It looks very crooked, but I'm off the road. I'm off the street, though, so it's all good. So, yeah, so I've been sitting here for like a little bit over an hour. And they did give me a load, picking up back in PA, going to Tennessee. And I was ready to do it, but they took it off of me. They said that something happened with the appointment time or whatever. I think they just gave it to another driver, you know, somebody who I guess has seniority. I'm not sure, but I'm sitting here. There's another Swift driver in front of this guy sitting there, and he's sitting here. We're literally all sitting here waiting for loads. They said that it is really bad right now in the Northeast. It's really bad. So I'm like, crap, man. And I only have 5 hours and 36 minutes left on my clock. I do have, you know, more drive hours, but you got to go by that, your overall work clock. So that's all I got left today, because I started at 2 in the morning. 2 o'clock I got up. I started at 2:30. So, you know, did my pre-trip and everything, and then I drove over here. But yeah, that's all I got left. And it's 11 o'clock. It's 11:15 in the morning. So that means when I don't know if they're ever going to give me a load, but if they do, I don't even know if I'm going to have enough time to get there, depending on where it's at. I may just have to get to a truck stop and call it a day. So that kind of sucks, man. You know what I mean? Because, you know, you're out here, you want to gain the experience, but this sitting around stuff, man, which, you know, I knew was part of the job, man, it gets you, man. It's boring as hell. And you start thinking, you start talking to yourself. You're like, man, it is what it is, though. So yeah, I'm just sitting here waiting. They did send me a message on here telling me, you know, because I sent in a code basically saying like, hey, you know, I'm sitting here waiting for my next load. So they sent a message back saying like, you know, we're working on it. Unfortunately, it's really slow right now. And I even got on the phone with my driver leader, and he said that you might have to sit tight for a couple hours. I was like, should I go somewhere? He was like, nah, just sit tight. I was like, all right. But really, I'm about to get to a truck stop in a little bit, just so I could get good parking, because I might have to shut it down right there today, unless they give me something right now, you know, like, because I still got some time left on my clock. But yeah, so this is welcome to trucking. It's part of the job. Oh my gosh, man, you won't believe what happened. So after all that, I was waiting there. I was basically waiting for another load, and as I'm waiting there, they're like, I spoke to my driver leader.
After 1 mile, keep right.
Spoke to another person, and they're like, oh, you know, just sit tight. We'll send you something, you know, right now it's kind of slow in the Northeast, whatever. I'm like, all right. So they told me to sit tight. I ended up sitting for like 4 hours, and my clock is running out. You only have a certain amount of time on your clock, you know. So I gotta get off this exit right here. So let me see if I get over. Come on, man. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I had the feeling, because there was 2 other Swift trucks in front of me. There was another truck behind me. We were basically all waiting for work. So I had a feeling that we're gonna be sitting there possibly all weekend. I'm not that far from home, not that far from my terminal. So I was like, Nah, man. Like, I'm not trying to sit here in the truck all weekend, man. Nah, it's not happening. No way. So I was like, I tried calling my driver leader back. I guess he left for the day.
Follow the highway.
And they tried transferring me to someone else. Nobody was picking up. So I actually called my terminal and I explained the situation to the guy. And I'm like, look, man, like, they told me that they can't find any work for me. I'm sitting here in this spot. My clock is running out. I don't want to be stranded here. I'm not close to a bathroom or nothing. And the guy, you know, my driver lead told me to sit tight. I don't want to be stranded here all weekend not doing nothing. Like, should I just go home? Because I'm not that far from the terminal. I could, you know, I'm only 3 hours out. I can make it. So he was like, you know what? Let me check for you. And then he ended up sending me a message saying, you know what? Go home for the weekend, start fresh on Monday. I was like, all right, cool. And that's pretty much my account anyway, is to be home on weekends. So I'll take it, you know? And yeah, I'm on my way home now. Well, I'm on my way to the terminal. Gotta park this up, man. That's some serious flatbed right there. Look at that. That's what I'm thinking about doing too. Flatbed. Looking into it. But this is my first time doing this. I'm gonna try this out for right now. But yeah, I definitely want to try out flatbed. It's more work, but it's better pay. But you're definitely working harder. I ain't gonna lie, he kind of came into my lane. That was a little scary. That was a little scary right there, man. He came in a little too quick for my taste, man. You know what I mean? For a rookie's taste. Woo! He kind of scared me, man. Woo, my heart started jumping. Oh, and he gets in front of me, cuts me off. What? Oh, man. Okay. I gotta slow down. You gotta maintain a following distance, man. I think it's 4 to 8 seconds or 4 to 6 seconds, but I like to say 6 to 8 seconds just to play safe. But yeah, you got to maintain a following distance, or if not, this thing's gonna start beeping and it's gonna let Swift know that I'm following too close to vehicles. So you gotta like slow down. But yeah, I'm on my way back to the terminal. Gonna park this bad boy up. I got all this food in the fridge too, but it should be okay for the next 2 days. And then I'll head home, man. I'll be able to, you know, stay in my bed. And like I was saying, this account is like that anyway. It's a regional account where you're home on the weekends anyway. So I showed up on a Thursday, but it all worked out because this truck had a lot of tuning up that it needed to be done. A lot of tweaking that needed to be done. So I got it done. I got it out of the way. I'll come in Monday. Hopefully everything's working pretty good. Yep. Let me see. Yeah, I got a 5 seconds following distance behind this guy. But yeah. So I should be at the terminal very soon. All right. I'm back at the terminal. So pretty much my first week, man. You know, it was spent just, I guess, fixing the truck, whatever needs to be fixed, which definitely was a lot of issues. And yeah, back here now. So now I just gotta park. I'm gonna park right over there. Plenty of parking, which I'm surprised though, because a lot of people come home for the weekends. So I would have thought that that people that this place would have been filled, man. I guess not though. Let me park right over here. Let me park right in this spot. Yep. Right here. Bam. Park it up. Let me park it up. This shit is not easy, man. This shit is not easy. There we go. I'm gonna pull up. I'm looking at it right now. I'm gonna pull up and get straighten out. All right. So you could definitely see how new I still am. But at least I know how to get it done though. I'm just not quick with it yet. Look at that. Woo! Mm-hmm. Oh, we're gonna get it. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get it. We gonna get it, bro. Uh-huh. You're gonna get it. Use both mirrors. Use both mirrors. And there we go, man. There we go. Let me pull up one more time. There we go. There we go, man. I guess, you know, with time I'll get quicker, but for right now, bro, this is as good as it gets. I'm gonna take this. Fuck that. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna line up my mirror with his mirror. There we go. And I'm done. Home time, baby. Hey, so this is my first trucking experience. I made my first delivery. I'm back. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It wasn't much, but hey, man, this is a rookie's experience right now. So yeah, drove some miles today, over 300. That's it. I'm back home for the weekend. I'll be back at it Monday. So yep. Hey, remember, keep that head up, keep moving forward, never give up, never ever quit. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.